We're good, yeah.
Yeah, we hit the button, we do the thing. It's how you make the chicken wing.
Mm.
Welcome to the Podguyz Podcast, everybody. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, we have the ever-loving Picasso. The joy of jumping.
Ah, yeah.
The persona of persnickety. The doodler of diddling. Play Spark A.
What is persnicketing? What is that?
When you're just aggravated as persnickety.
Persnickety, that's a good word.
Yeah, it's a good word.
I'm looking it up right now. Someone who is fussy, overly particular, or difficult to please. So Sparky is a very persnickety fella right there.
Yeah.
And that's like the weirdest way you like instead of using all those other words, like, hey, you're kind of difficult to work with. You pulling out that whole, you're acting very persnickety today.
See, it's a good 50-cent word, especially if you're trying to, not necessarily you're trying to troll anyone or you're trying to, throw something in somebody's face that you're an educated young fella.
You've been saving that word, haven't you?
I have.
Well, Tony, we got a fourth square going on tonight.
Who do we have, Kevin?
We have the talented Tyke with us. The talented Tyke, Jersey comedian, Northeastern Pennsylvania comedian, New York comedian. He's hit the whole tri-state area all around before. We've done shows together. Tyke is out of his fucking mind. Funny. But Tyke, tell us a little bit about yourself. I already know about you. I don't want to be the one talking about you. You got to be bragging a little bit about yourself here. What have you been up to there in Jersey? And all the good stuff, man. Take the floor. Floor is yours.
I've been in Jersey now for a few months. I've just been hitting the rooms, man. I done bumped into some real good people. I done met some good promoters and stuff like that. I won about 3 competitions. Came in second place about 3 times at 3 competitions. But one thing I know about here, they got like their little crews of comedians and stuff like that. And it's understandable because I'm part of Sabu and the crew with you and all that. So I understand that. But it's like Jersey's one thing about Jersey is like is that the comedy scene is real, it's jumping. It's like they got rooms on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like if you trying to hit the mic, they got somewhere to go. But they got some places where I even been all the way out to Neptune, New Jersey. I went to West Wyatt, New York. I didn't even know that part of it. I've been up there and just moving and grooving, meeting people. I done bumped into a lot of people. And that's all I'm trying to do, man. Really trying to stamp the Sabu and the crew flag out here so everybody knows what's going on. And I know you think I'm funny, but I tell everybody, man, even when you came out here to do the show, Kevin, man, my boy Rob, the comedian, every time I see him, he always talk about you. He was like, that guy Neary, man. He was like, that motherfucker's funny. And I always say that. It's like anything else. Like when you playing sports and basketball, baseball, anything, when you play with good players, like everybody's strengths and weaknesses and all that, but you can just tell who's a baller and who's a not. Know what I mean? And every time I talk to Rob, he was like, man, yo, even my cousins and stuff that was there, my cousin be talking about all the time. He was like, yo, that Neary, man. He was like, that guy he's next level funny. And the one thing about you, Neary, you have to dumb it down a little bit because you get in some rooms and the shit you be saying with the comedic mind, everybody be on point. But some people they be like, what is he talking about? You be like, yeah, you dumb over. This is definitely not for you. Like this is not.
If Neary is a persnickety bitch.
Let me get all persnickety here now. Even if I feel like the crowd's lost, I'll stop and say, you guys don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, do you? And that's fine. Comfortability's got to be there all around. Before we were even live right now, you were cracking me up about how your childhood has been ruined by 50 Cent's new Netflix documentary. Man. Your first reaction? This is too funny.
It's my first reaction to that, man. It's just you watch a documentary. It's like somebody pulling the rug from under your feet, man. And then you watch the documentary, then it's like you have to really be like when you see all the clues, you're like, come on now. Everything
So I
can't
gotta
be.
ask the question, Tyke. Is it because of the documentary that has pumped P. Diddy up in your mind as far as like an epic rapper, somebody who's been in the game for a long time? Do you feel like you put more faith in what he has done personally to the music industry instead of what he has done physically to the music industry?
Yeah, and that's the dilemma. Like it's like you can't deny his talent as far as music and all that. But it's like if you a piece of shit, you a piece of shit. Hold up, sir. You're gone
Yes.
too far.
Yeah, you're on it.
You're going too far. You're going too far. And the thing and the thing about it is, and then it's the thing about it is, I think technology caught up with him because now we in the age of now like how we doing a podcast right now. I'm over here, y'all over there, and we all together at this. So now it's like all the stuff that he was getting away with, you can't get away with it now because like everybody has a camera, all this information, and then you do stuff to people, and
And you
then
hit it right on the head, dude. Everybody has a camera. You know, before everybody, Puff Daddy's an old guy. People don't realize how old he is because he wears the shades, he dyes the hair, he doesn't wrinkle in the face, right?
yeah,
And it's impossible to catch him aging throughout time because of all those factors. So he's staying when he's hanging out, and I think the one piece of footage was where he's hanging out and there's this like 18-year-old girl, maybe 18. She's right on the brink of the birthday, right?
Right on
like,
the fringe.
Yo, and he's like, yo, he's like, we're having a P. Diddy party over here. La la la. He's like, things are about to get freaky. They pause the video and say, at that moment, Puff Daddy is 52. 52. If you're like 25 doing that, we're on some weird ground, right? 25 and 18. If you're in your 30s doing that, okay. Even another example.
Getting some weird rapey vibes going.
Hugh Hefner had like that Playboy Mansion house where they turned it into a competition. Now, this is before cameras on phones and everything.
Brothel-like.
They turned it into a competition of who was going to marry Hugh Hefner, as if it's a fucking prize to marry his wrinkly ass. Like,
even Hugh Hefner, we all knew that Hugh Hefner. This is pre-Viagra. We know he was just in there kissed on them girls, but guess what? It ain't none of them other dudes that worked at that mansion ever said, when I went to bed with them Playboy bunnies, I woke up, Hugh Hefner was sitting right behind me. None of that stuff happened. Puff got too much.
No, he wouldn't do that. No,
yeah, he would. Dude was cucking in the corner. You know he was beating his old wrinkly meat like it owed him money.
Why is there a pipe invisible being smoked in the corner?
He's got like an old Scooby-Doo fucking like cutout picture with the eyes, and there he is just looking through like this.
Hugh Hefner got so old he looked like somebody else was wearing a skin suit.
Yeah, and this is the sad part about it, right? Is that allegedly, and I think that I'm not gonna say he did all that shit, but I got enough common sense and enough sense to know that where there's motherfucking smoke, there's fire. He did some of that shit. So if he did 10% of the shit that they said he did, he's an egregious motherfucker. And guess what? We should have known about this shit years ago because we could have saved a lot of goddamn victims. And we waited till we become a billionaire and then they showed a one video when he says, "I get what I want." When he was in his office tearing stuff up, like he really thought that he was somebody that can do stuff. And I know how that is. I can just tell his ego when he told those goddamn kids on making the band. He said, "Yeah, I want y'all to walk from Manhattan to Brooklyn." That right there, he should have been indicted right there. Who walk from Manhattan to Brooklyn?
That's fucking far.
The making the band, that show, and it was in the thick of reality show sort of thing. So when you're asking people to do some weird shit, it's flying a little under the radar, of what he was asking people. And you're like, oh, because it's a game show. I get it. You know, that's why. And then Puff Daddy would correct everybody by saying, this ain't no game. And they're like, but sir, it is.
While he's getting carried from room to room like a fucking Egyptian king.
There's a point system over here. How isn't this a game?
Yeah.
Mr. Diddy Daddy.
Diddy Daddy.
His ego was so big that they got footage of him that he even forgot the cameras was on sometimes. Like when he sang Justin Bieber after all of that time. He was like, yeah, Playboy, you ever since you blew up, you don't know me no more. Justin Bieber wanted to call 911, 119. Right. He wanted to call everybody. He was so nervous right then. He was like, are y'all gonna let him talk to me like that on camera? And he didn't even care about the cameras.
He didn't. No, you're absolutely. That footage, by the way, that's where he was fine over crossing the line, right? And everyone's like, what the fuck's going on here? Right? And he stayed in there. He stayed crossing the line for an uncomfortable period of time. Like if he wasn't famous and that was just a grown guy talking to a fucking, some Canadian kid or whatever,
he would have got clothesline right off the screen.
He would have gotten tasered, arrested. Everyone would have been on him. Sparky's got something on the big board. Tyke, if you've never seen the show before, and we have our on the spot artist right now, Sparky, and Sparky draws all of our illustrations of what we're talking about throughout the week. So he does it in such famous art-worthy work that it should be hanging in the Smithsonian Institution. Sparky,
the Louvre, sir, the Louvre.
The Louvre. Sparky, give Tyke a flip and a grip of your work right there. It says, who is next to marry Hugh? Hey, he has been dead for 8 years. Bury the corpse. Bury him in Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, they weekend at Bernie's him so long.
No, Tony, they weekend at Bernie his dick. Just fucking walking that dick along there. Like, well, I think it's dead. They put sunglasses on it.
And another thing that's even worse that I was thinking about last night is that they put him. Now he's in the federal penitentiary. So now he gets to build another corrupt organization with some of the scum of the earth that's already in the feds. He can throw a little bit of money at them. He can build an army from inside of there. He can get all the minions he want now, because the minions on the outside, they already turned their back on him. See what I'm saying? So now he gets to build a whole new army.
And he'll just he'll say something like, "Oh, this is a real gangster just got out," of build up the street cred that way. Now, Sean Combs originally went to Howard University. Howard University is a Ivy League school. It was ranked the second gayest Ivy League school out there, first being Princeton, of course, and third being Brown. But Howard University is known, like, you can't get into that place unless you're bisexual. And, his parents, very rich as well. And, I'm not sure if Tyke is really, is it your screen freeze or no? No. All right. He's good. All right. Yeah. But he comes from money. So he had enough money to get into the whole game, so to sign talent up for big money, he was able to find talent and sign them up and then give them that big push that they needed. And then gave them a different push later on, a unconsensual push. Yeah, a little tush push.
Yeah. And it's just, and then you think about it, and it's like, damn. Yeah, and then they did the track record of all the people that started with him. Like, nobody's alive. He's the only one that's alive. They just go down the track lists. I'm talking about, it'd be like deceased. It's impossible.
Yeah, he's the Black Hillary Clinton.
For real.
It's kind of weird. you bring up great points right there, Tyke, but I did want to get back to your comedy career for a little bit of time. If you don't mind, we could talk more about yourself. What is the one thing you are most surprised about in the entertainment industry from the stand-up comedy perspective that you didn't expect to be a thing so much?
I didn't expect ever since just doing how I started out with Sabu and y'all and all that, and just learning the ropes and all that, and coming around here. One thing I didn't realize is that the gatekeeping and and I don't want to use the word hate because the word hate is oversaturated. It's like the gatekeeping and there's so much worrying about what I'm doing compared to what you're doing. It's like what I'm doing doesn't really affect you. It's like certain. I've learned this now that you can go in the rooms and stuff, and people can give you fake handshakes and fake highs and smiles, and then when they turn their back, you can read the subtitles off the back of their head what they really read in their mind. Like, yeah, he's like this guy, right? And it's like the gatekeeping. My whole thing about it is if we're all trying to make it. And if you're not trying to make it, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're a plant, whatever you're trying to do. But if we're all trying to make it, and it's like how we got our thing going on. Like if I was ever making somewhere, and they were like, well, some other guys. My first guys is going to be you and Sabu. Like that's just whoever y'all put me in this situation. So that's just my first reaction. And I know some other guys like I've been around. It's like I know that this comedy thing is really like anything else. It's like dog eat dog, and it's like, and I don't like that weird energy. Like some people that I've met,
it's real funny. It's a
yeah,
weird family clique. There are some people that are in Scranton, some people that are in Wilkes-Barre, some people that are out near towards like Berwick, more people out towards Stroudsburg. Like there's a whole bunch of different families that all want to eat at the same table, and they say, "Hey, you can come and eat from my table, but don't take my turkey."
yeah,
Yeah,
That kind of makes any sense.
It does, because people will, if you're metaphoring the turkey as the main event, people will main event themselves. Yeah, but there's Tyke, yeah, there's plenty of politics that go around to the point where if you're going to a show, you're probably not watching the best show that you could collectively in the area that you're actually in, and it's you wouldn't expect it. I mean, I've been at this for about 15 years, man. My year one, I mean, you start seeing stuff and you're like, what do we, why is there so much backstabbing going on over $100 bill?
Oh yeah.
Oh, like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What if you had $1,000 bill? How hard are you gonna, who are you gonna kill for that $1,000? So when you take even what you're witnessing right now and times it by the level of entertainers that are highly up there. I'll give you an example. Jim Carrey, right? Jim Carrey was in this movie, and the movie scene had to have him in a shower, right? Didn't age well, but had to have him in a shower and have a bunch of guys play like buddy kind of, grab ass at the idea, right? It was supposed to be some kind of like coming of age comedy. But you do the rewatch on it, and you're like, I don't know who the fuck is the director of this. So you look up the director and you're like, oh, the director is currently in jail for child porn charges. And you're like, well, holy shit. There's so many, you know how that old saying is the cream rises to the top? In the entertainment business, it's the creepos rise to the top. They rise up there, and then you wonder, you wouldn't believe, I mean, maybe you would, how many people have just said, like, hey, maybe you should go to New York sometime, Kevin. I mean, like, I've been there. They're like, well, why haven't you made it yet? Because there are certain stipulations of principles I won't do to other people and for other people that I just hold, like, can I just get on stage and be funny? Can I just do that? That's all I'm looking to do here. I don't need any after party drug bullshit going on. I don't need to do your fucking cousin's wedding while you're at it as a free favor for you. Like there's there's so much bullshit that by the time you actually do see somebody on Comedy Central and you see them doing their hour spot, you're like, well, they're not even funny. How the fuck did they get the show?
Imaginary word over your head like this. And what is that word, Kevin?
Oh man.
Exposure.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be persnickety again.
No. That's the other word. This word is exposure.
Yeah.
Hey, would you like more exposure? Oh, so you want me to do it for free? That would be great. Exposure.
Yeah, we can't pay you in actual money, but you'll be paid in exposure.
Yeah.
People will see your face, hear your voice. Maybe they'll even know your name by the end of the night.
Yeah, and then it's like a lot of people tell me, a lot of people tell me, it's like, yeah, why you don't be doing skits and all that stuff? Because in my mind, is like, I know I probably could do skits, but it's like, I'm really, it's like me. I can take an example from like barbering. It's like a lot of people, I can cut hair, but a lot of people, they're good at designs. But I'd rather be good at cutting hair first before I get into designs. I'd rather learn how to cut your hair first before I spray it down and put all these designs and colors and stuff in there. Let me know how to cut hair first. And my whole thing about the skits is I don't knock the comedians that do that because some of them guys are funny. I follow them and I laugh and all that. But I've been to some shows and I've been in shows with some, I'm not gonna say no names, with guys that's hella funny on Instagram and YouTube. I'm talking about hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But when the lights get dim and they put that light on the center stage, I seen a motherfucker crumble like an old cookie.
A live audience. Listen, you're 1000% on point. Right. I've seen it happen too, man.
It'll make or break it.
Listen, live comedy is different than you controlling your own like cut and all that. You don't live shows, you don't know what's going to happen. All right. That's just normally you can predict a little bit of what might happen. But these are it's the difference between when a band is doing a studio album and a concert. If you're good in the studio and you're good in concert, wow, hats off to you. You sound the same both ways. But sometimes you get them live, man. You're absolutely right. They kind of shrink because the expectation is kind of high. It's real tricky. Not to be persnickety about anything like that, though. You know,
I was telling Sabu, like especially about you. Like when I first met you, when I heard you, I was like, oh, yo, and me personally, like me being in Jersey, because you know it is like we all men and there's some women and all that, but I be at some of these shows in Jersey, and I be wanting to sick you on them. I be like, man, I wish the fuck Kevin never was here. So,
get the fuck in there.
And then the thing about it is, I've been over here and I watch how they got things going on. So I'm saying to myself, I'm like, you know what? That blueprint is the same blueprint. Because I even asked Chat GPT. I even went AI, and it's like the blueprint and what they doing over here is the blueprint. And it's like that's why I was saying when my friend with the spot out there, I was like, you know what? The best way to do it, because that's the first thing Chat GPT said when I put in there. They said not the easiest way, but the best way is to like build your own comedy house or your own comedy club. And then that way you like control your narrative. Is like, because now that I met a lot of different comedians, the plan is to bring different people in, but I wanted to be a gym. I want the comedy house to be a spot where I wanted to be legendary. I want people to come in there from all over and know when you come in there, you never know who you're gonna see there, who's gonna be there, and you never know who's gonna be next up. And like you said, I'll be watching. And another thing I don't try to watch too many comedy shows because I don't want to like trying to get anybody, because you know the more you watch, I don't know what I mean. Because comedians is real funny. It's like if you told a joke about your mom kicking your ass, you think I stole your joke because my mom whooped my ass and all that type shit. You don't own the ass kicking joke.
Yeah, the one joke I really like that you do, and I think man, I think that it's I think that it evolved from when you first had it, from when you got it to now. and I think you know which joke I'm talking about. Maybe black people's dogs and white people's dogs.
Oh man,
He's-
that's you know why? And this the thing. I done moved back to Jersey. This is the first thing they said. They said, "Oh man, all the white people moved in. They gentrified." Hell no. It's the same. I counted. It's the same amount of white people in New Jersey it was when I left. And guess what? All y'all did. Everybody. When I was a kid, all the black people we had German shepherds, Rottweilers, mutts, bulldogs, and shit like that. Now everybody got a fucking dog in their fucking back pocket or in their front pocket. Don't nobody, and then they get the dogs that's exclusive. Like, imagine me telling my mother, my dog has cancer. We got to take him to the vet. When I was a kid, there wasn't no goddamn vets.
That
You
dog's
used to get a
dying.
dog, that motherfucker going in the backyard. If that ginger ale don't fix him by the morning, his ass is out of here.
Yeah,
Get another thing.
I'm originally so that hits that's I always find that so funny because I'm originally from Baltimore, and if you ever told anybody, right in the city of Baltimore that, hey, I have to get my dog has cancer, you wouldn't get any you wouldn't get physically hurt. They would just say, they would argue with you if dogs could get cancer. They'd say, your dog can't get cancer. That's a human disease. You fucking idiot.
At least because of the movies, that's why I get that from watching movies. See, one thing about this, you ever watch a movie? One thing I know about a movie is, and you even got to be white. I don't care who you is. If you kill somebody's dog in a movie, before them credits go up, your ass is grass. Because John Wick, he done went on the whole tear. They killed that puppy in the first movie. We on John Wick 11 now. He been killing motherfuckers ever since they killed that dog. And even on the movie with Will Smith, I Am Legend, when them zombies got that dog, Will Smith said, "Fuck it, the movie's over with. I'm going here. This shit is over. You motherfuckers got my dog. This shit is over with." And the reason, and this is what I'm saying about this is what I'm saying. White people got the good dogs. They got the dogs that when you outside on your ranch and everything, and the spaceship double park around the corner, the dog is the first one to bark. He let everybody know, ho, 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 ho. There's something the fuck going on around here. There's something going on. Every movie you watch, when you watch Jeepers Creepers, as soon as that motherfucking scarecrow blinked an eye, that dog knew something was wrong. See what I'm saying? And I come back to New Jersey, everybody got these little. I asked my friend, "How much you pay for that dog?" He said, "I paid $2,500 for that dog." I said, "You a goddamn fool." That's the Don't nobody pay $2,500 for no dog. What are you talking about? We used to get dogs from people in the
a little tiny little thing like this big.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do shit. Motherfucker break in your house, they gonna steal him. He gonna leave with them. They gonna take the dog too.
Yeah, unless you're doing some weird white people shit where they're like packing them in the fucking baby strollers and shit.
Oh,
that's where it gets weird, dude.
And that's the thing about it is, if you're gonna get a little dog, you're supposed to get a big dog. The little dog is supposed to trick people. Like, oh yeah, they try to break the house, but they got that little ass dog. He ain't doing shit. Then you get the big ass Rottweiler or the Doberman Pinscher or just a dog. And my grandmother from down south.
I like that from a sales standpoint where you're just like, well, this little dog comes with a larger dog to lure in the burglars that are staking your house out. And then when they see the big dog, that's when the dog fucks them up.
Yeah. You remember on Friday, Chico was all this big bulldog. He fucked with them. All it took was some peanut butter and a piece of bologna. He even moved back to fucking Compton with Ice Cube and Day Day. The next movie, he was living with them. I don't want no dog that's gonna turn on me for no motherfucking piece of bologna. I want a dog that's gonna run in there like them zombies on motherfucking I Am Legend. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Those are the dogs you want. You want a dog like Lassie that can tell you that, yeah, Kevin fell in the fucking well. We gotta go save him. We need one kind of
Timmy's in the well. Timmy's in the well dying.
Sparky's got something on the big board there. Sparky, flip that board around. What's going on? Time to go see old Yeller. Now he did. Now Spark. He did just throw out the one example where white people did not take care of their dog so well. They went ahead, and by the way, Old Yeller. If you've never seen it, never read the book Old Yeller, spoiler alert: the dog has rabies by the end of it, and instead of just taking the dog and getting the rabies shot, the father tells the son, "You got to put your dog down." What? So he hands the kid the gun, and the kid says, "Are you sure?" And the father gets down on one knee and says, "Yes, you have to do it.
Man and take care."
Yeah, and he shoots his own dog. And the mother later on says, "We could have just taken him to the vet." And he's like, "No, boy, need to learn a lesson."
That thick.
Yeah, it wasn't even that bad off.
A couple shots of ginger ale, he probably would have made it through the night.
Maybe even just
would have been perfect.
Just a little bit of ginger ale. With some ginger ale in his bowl. That's how you can tell during COVID the people that were sick, stay away from them a little bit. You see them hanging around with the ginger ale.
Ginger and garlic will solve everything.
Turmeric too.
Turmeric.
Yeah. It eases inflammation and all that nice stuff. But Tony, now we're going to bounce back to what Tyke was talking about, because you actually posted this on the Podguyz Podcast Facebook fan page right there, the private group. We have 3 groups out there. One that doesn't do anything at all. The second one doing a lot. And the third one doing equal amounts, but not a lot of engagement going on. So this one is from Hip Hop Daily. Jay-Z recently sat down for an interview and took a slick jab at 50 Cent, saying, 50 still moves like it's 2003. My man thinks every life issue can be fixed with a mixtape and a tank top. 50 caught wind of the full savage on Instagram. His reply was, "Jay, chill. You built $1 billion empire, but rap like you're submitting paperwork. Don't come at me when your last verse sounded like a motivational podcast with a beat." Jay-Z fired back with $1 billion energy. Says, "Curtis, you spend more time trolling an IG than making music. At least my podcast still wins Grammys. Your last big hit was a TV theme." What TV theme? I'm not sure. 50 Cent wasn't done yet. He says, "That theme song outstreamed your whole playlist, Grandpa. Keep playing and I'll buy ads on your wife's brand just to clown you." Man.
Fucking pity.
That's another thing. See, Jay-Z, that's what I'm saying. Now they expose Jay-Z. Now everybody got to bring their birth certificates out, because now I'm realizing everybody I thought that was a normal
everybody has to, well, that's the thing. They had to repotty train R. Kelly. They put an 18-year-old on the toilet seat so that way he knew where to piss.
Mm-hmm. And all of them got listen. Jay-Z act like we forgot that Foxy Brown was 15 years old. Now everybody's going back in the day looking at all these old pictures from right on. There was a whole bunch of SA going on, because look, you look at the age difference. Aaliyah, she was about 11. What you call is about 15, and all these grown ass men, they in there smiling, making all these music. So now we in 2025. Now you want to be married and act like we don't know. Hell no, you was part of it too, because all y'all was doing, because it's videos. There's a video with Puff in a room with a whole bunch of kids, and Jay-Z walk up in there, and Puffy all smiling like, "Yeah, we about to get it on." Yeah, it's now all the stuff is coming out. And Puff had all them friends at all them all-white parties. As soon as the feds knocked his door, and ain't nobody answered none of his phone calls since.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right there, man. And I tried to promote. This is a little promotion for the show right here. This is a good picture of you right here. You should use this for your comedy posters right there. That's a nice pic. You got you look very astute. You look ready to roll. And then it's kind of like a rug pull too, because although you're calm in that picture, you do bring a lot of energy to being on stage all around, man. Which is the one aspect that people always, lose right off the rip. Sparky's got something on the big board, though. Most importantly, what's going on, Spark? Says, so 50 Cent, can you break $1 or do you have only 2 quarters? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
See, now there's a really, really funny after story on this. Now, I don't know if you've seen like the huge beef that's been going on with Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Oh
But
my God.
yeah, there's been some shit going on. Like some straight up shit. So 50 Cent's executive production of the Diddie centered Netflix series Sean Combs' The Reckoning has resulted in a lot of controversy within hip-hop circles. Legal battles between producers and Combs team aside, Ja Rule is the latest rapper to target 50 Cent following similarly critical comments from one another that actually rivaled Dame Dash. So Ja actually put out a something on Twitter. Oh man, he wrote some shit. So this was a quote unquote on Twitter. Statement at the time were quite vague, but not ambiguous at all. So it says, "Let's be real." N-word. Don't give a fuck about the victims. We all know why he did the doc. The Murder Inc. MC wrote. Herman, which he calls Herman Munster, 50 Cent. Herman's a cancer to the culture. If he cares so much, then donate the profits to charities for domestic violence. I'm not condoning Diddy's behavior. I'm showcasing Herman's character. Now, Herman's no different, allegedly. He had a Ja Rule's post went into the allegations that 50 Cent abused his former partner, Daphne Joy. Now, it brought up a domestic violence allegation from 2013, and Joy's doubling down on allegations of sexual assault and physical abuse in 2024. However, she did drop those accusations, and nothing else has come up but pure speculation on the whole situation.
Man,
Now,
Ja,
go for it. Go for it.
one thing about it is this one thing I know, right? See, this how it the person that really tried to tell everybody about this situation was the first person that really said anything about this was the DJ Wendy Williams when she was on hot when she was in the radio station in New York. She brought this up before the internet, before YouTube, before all of this stuff. She found out because she was talking to the underworld, the drag queens, the transformers, and all that, and they was telling them, and she was saying, and she said, and she found out about Diddy, and they said Diddy called the radio execs and told them, like, listen here, I'm going to tell all my friends and everybody in the musicians, we're going to shut your whole radio station down if y'all don't get her out of there. She went to work in New York on Monday. She was working in Philadelphia Tuesday afternoon. They sent her all the way to Philadelphia. So was trying to tell us about this. And guess what? Ja Rule was one of the main culprits back in the day because they said Ja Rule, he wanted to be on so bad, and that's why they say, did he do it? Did he do it? Did he do it? So he was one of the ones that was always kind of weird. Now you look at one of Biggie's videos when they was in the men's bathroom, they had a transformer come in the bathroom and use the bathroom, and all of that just went over our heads because at that time we wasn't because we're heterosexual men, so we're not even looking at it like that. It was like they've been pushing the narrative that they would slide a little stuff in, and we like it. Then they come to find out they say the lady in the video. Now all of a sudden everybody got all this information because of the internet with technology. They was like, yeah, the lady in this video, that's the same video that was laying in the bed with Biggie, the one that was in the bathroom, and the same one from LL Cool J video. So how y'all got all these transformers around and all these rap videos? And they said Puff was so vicious. They said Puff would tell motherfucker, how bad you want this record deal? Like, how bad do you really want it? Because this is Bad Boy. You have to want it real, real bad.
Well, the blackmailing. This is what everybody's been really about. Like there was
they were shake weighting the fuck out of each other.
Well, not only that, after you would party at Diddy's house, the blackmail of every room has a camera in it, where he's like, hey, I can't sign this contract. You said I'd get X amount. They're like, oh yeah, so look at this. And they throw in the tape of them doing some, homosexual acts to everybody else, right? And they say, hey, how would you like it if your friends and family saw this? You gonna sign now? Blackmail them that way.
And that's why, and that's what they were saying when they raided his house. They knew when he wasn't there. They said they raided that house looking for tapes, because Diddie, and that's why I said it's gonna be so dangerous when he get out, because now they don't have them tapes. He still got them, so he's gonna be calling people like this. Hello, yeah, Daddy, I'm home. Now listen here, I still got that DVD from 1995, buddy. What DVD? Yeah, the one at the all-white party. When you woke up and everything was all black. You remember that party?
I think that those phone calls have already been made. That's why he got such a light sentencing. His sentencing is basically every person that was trafficked. He basically got 1 day per person. Holy shit. 1 day per person?
Yeah.
It's one of those slap on the wrist, Tony.
Slap
you know
on the
it,
wrist.
man. Well, very light going on. But let's move on to something a little bit lighter, because man, we got a lot going on. Katy Perry's, I guess, Instagram official with Justin Trudeau. As you saw.
Justin Trudeau.
we're gonna be pumping up. Let me see here. Carrie Hayaraka Tagawa. Am I mispronouncing that enough, Tony, or no?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you want to pronounce it or no?
Wait, what story is that again?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, Last Emperor and Man in the High Castle, dead at 75. Carrie Hayaraka Tagawa.
Carrie Hokayuki Tagawa. Hiroyuki Tagawa.
He died at the age of 75. Unfortunately, that he now
played Shang Tsung. Man, put some shit on that name.
Fatality.
Fatality.
Yeah. They gotta say that at his funeral.
Yeah.
I mean, now he gets to continue the fight. Yeah. Now he's an immortal fight. Yeah.
And another thing I'm done with all them sports. Now, you know what? I go on YouTube and I go down them goddamn rabbit holes. All I needed to see one conspiracy. If I watch one conspiracy theory YouTube channel video, you got me for at least an hour and 17 minutes flat. Because I'm gonna keep digging. I'm gonna keep going. Now I was watching the football game the other day.
Oh wait, are you gonna say the refs are bought off?
Listen here. I don't know if I don't know what the hell's going on. I know the Oakland Raiders was down. They needed 10 points.
Yeah.
3 seconds left in the game. They kick a field goal. I know the line was.
You know what the line was.
That motherfucker kicked a field goal as time expired.
Hell yeah, he did.
And everybody's looking like, where in the hell? Listen,
that was some stupid shit.
You're
Stupid.
supposed to chuck it up a Hail Mary. You don't never kick no field goal when you ain't got a chance to win. Who kicks a last-minute field goal to lose? The first time in NFL history. Like, you know what we're going to do?
It's not the first time. It's not the first time. When they were the Washington Redskins, they did it on Thanksgiving when playing the Cowboys 6 years ago. The only way I know is because I fucking bet on the Cowboys to cover. And they were covering because the Redskins were awful. You got 30 seconds left in the game. A 45-yard field goal. Here we go. Here we go. And I'm like, what are you doing? So it has been done before. You know what they say? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Exactly. Welcome to Vegas. They put a football team where the empire of gambling is right there. And Sparky's got a little update. Hey, what is the line on the game? Whistle penalty. They're throwing flags all over the place. Tyke, who's your football team? Who are you, a Giants fan or?
Giants fan. You know, I can tell you a story about that. I was a kid growing up in New Jersey, and my mother used to always take me to New York when they had a big Christmas tree lighting. And I was a little kid one year, and we was out there, and the limousine pulled up. And back in the day, when you seen a limousine, you just automatically thought whoever was in there was rich. Like, you just have a small limousine. If you see a limousine, that person's definitely rich. And this guy gets out of it. He got a Jerry curl. He got an earring in his ear. And I'm asking my mother, I'm like, Mom, who is this guy? And she was like, it's LT. And I'm like, LT. She's like, that's Lawrence Taylor. He's a linebacker for the New York Giants. He's a football player. But as a kid, I'm like, oh my God, he got a gold earring in his ear. He got a Jerry curl. He got a limousine. So I started watching football, and I can read because I can comprehend. So I was looking for him the whole game. I'm like, number 56. Ever since then, I've been a Giants fan. Ever since that day, I went to go see that Christmas tree light up.
I love stories like that. That is a cool origin of how you became a Giants fan. Abdul Carter, by the way, said, "Hey, I haven't played one snap. Can I have your jersey number, LT? Can I be number 56?" And that's when I said to myself, that's strike two in my book of scouting players for the NFL. And I don't scout professionally. I just do it for betting purposes, that there is something wrong with Abdul Carter. So first, he's playing in a bowl game, hurt. Who the fuck is playing in a bowl game hurt when your next step is NFL? But I'm like, brush that off. Maybe he's just super determined. I don't know. Second one, now he's asking for a number. Dude, get your own number. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get your own number. That's LT, the best defensive player ever to play the game, okay? At that specific position. You got LT, you got Deion Sanders. See, Deion Sanders, his kid, by the way, played great. He played great, but then he got on the A+ in the game, F- on the fucking mic. Dude, no time to joke around. You fucking You know what would have made everyone's everyone would have changed their mind about Shedeur Sanders if he said this to reporters, that they said, "Hey, you had a really great game." And I get it. He's happy. He's excited and stuff. I wanted Shedeur to say this. Well, I wish we would have played better as a team because we still lost the game.
That's it.
That's all I wanted him to say. Instead, man, he indulged. He took the bait, and it didn't make him look any better. He looked great on the field. He's able to move out of the tackles. His ability to do touch passes, right, is outstanding. That he gets an A+ for. These bombs down the field, okay, they're 50-50, Sparky. They're a little shaky. They are a little shaky. Isaiah Bond,
not his bread and butter.
Yo, first of all, Isaiah Bond, that's a steal in the draft right there. His draft stock got knocked down due to false allegations. Watch, if you're an athlete in college right now, be careful who you're dating, okay? The Browns might have hit on 4 players altogether in the draft, and it looks like they don't give a shit that they hit on these guys because they're treating them like back of the bus, late round picks that they couldn't give a shit about. What the fuck is wrong with Kevin Stefanski? I don't give a shit if Dylan Gabriel was your guy. If fucking Shedeur's playing good, embrace the idea. And for the love of God, somebody get this kid a PR person to coach him up on how to speak into a fucking microphone without making himself look arrogant and privileged. For the love of God, because I know he is not like that. He is trying to sell a brand to a degree, okay? Kid's got a heart of gold out there and talent out the wazoo. The problem is his whole life, including from his father, has been fucking mismanaged. And his talent has still risen to the point where he is starting 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards. There's only 2 players to do it in their rookie season, Joe Burrow being 1, Shedeur Sanders being 2. That is in the record books, and they can't take that away from him. But Kevin Stefanski can take a 2-point conversion away from him because he's a fucking control freak who needs to be taken out. Cleveland said, "Hey, man, we'll never fire you if you put up with this Deshaun Watson situation, and we love you for it," right? So he already knows that Deshaun Watson's coming back. I think that he feels conflicted where now you got Shedeur. He's taken a good amount of the spotlight. Who do you start? is there going to be a quarterback controversy coming up? Kevin Stefanski looks like he is irritated every time a reporter says, and it's not just me, everybody can see that he is irritated every time a reporter says that he's playing very well. It's almost like the Jameis Winston theory. Guy's talented out the ass. Tyke, you're a Giants fan. Why is it Jameis Winston starting?
Oh, yo, you know what? I'm a Giants fan. You know what? I like that Brian Daboll. This my whole thing. This my whole thing with that situation. They wasted $20 million on Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is done.
He's done. Yeah. Not by much though, but he is done. I agree.
What they should have did was bring in Jameis Winston. You get Jackson Dart, bring in another veteran. I would have did this. I would have let Winston start. If I'm not gonna let Jackson start off from the beginning, I let Jameis Winston start and let him see what he can do, and then from there, if it gets rocky, but guess what? Because if you start Jameis Winston or if you start Jackson Dart, the whole season changes. Because guess what? Malik Neighbors doesn't get hurt. Scatterboo doesn't get that injury. The whole perspective of the season changes. You put Russell Wilson in there, and it's like, as soon as you put Scatterboo and Jackson Dart in the game, the defense is playing better. Kind of the same thing with Cleveland. With Shador, the guys are like, okay, we got a chance. Even though we're the Cleveland Browns, he gives us a chance of something good may happen. And that stuff affects the whole team. So when you get Russell Wilson out there, when they call a blitz, and he threw some passes in the Raptors in some of them games when it was like, well, it is 4th and 11. At least throw the ball to somebody on the field. Don't throw it to the security guard at gate 6. Huh? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I think a lot of times with that football stuff, I think they think too much. Just like in the Super Bowl with the Seattle, you let Beast Mode run the football all the way down there. You get to the half-yard line. Now you want to do a trick play. You want to throw the ball in zone. Like
Russell Wilson is 5'5". What idea was that? Throwing the ball. He's 5'5". The only reason I know he's 5'5".
He's gonna jump to get over people.
Dude, yeah, he's gonna jump. Even if he jumps, he's still only 6 foot tall. he's still trying.
And then what Cleveland is realizing. Y'all pay all that money to Deshaun Watson. He went through all that. He keeps getting hurt. Now Shador Sanders and Jackson Dart got the number 1 and 2 most selling jerseys. Just off of a business standpoint, you should tell Stefanski, shut the fuck up. This kid is bringing everybody. They're coming to the games, and guess what? We can actually be played on TV outside of Cleveland because nobody sees a Cleveland Brown game. Even on NFL ticket, you got to call them up like, yeah, I still want to see Cleveland. Now the Shador.
God damn.
You gotta specify with them.
You gotta specify. At least with Shador Sanders, his last name, he's playing good. The defense, Myles Garrett is playing at the MVP level. Even and the thing about, and this is what I'm saying about,
and that is such an undervalued point that you made there. Myles Garrett is playing at an MVP level right now.
Yeah,
like
he's playing at an MVP level, and you get okay. Y'all got a problem. Everybody knows his dad. We know what's coming with him, but guess what he does? When they said that when Dylan Gabriel wasn't going to play, when they put them highlights on TV, everybody in that Cleveland stadium had his Shador's. They had his jersey on. You have to let you're not going nowhere. Just let him play, and then you let him look. He drives down the field. Then on the 2-point conversion, you take him out and do what? You're doing a double reverse trick play to who? To nowhere.
Now, can we be honest here? Have the Browns hit the brakes on the hype train? Because what they officially did is in the very beginning they were like, no, we can't go with Shador Sanders. There's no way we can go with Shador Sanders. He's never going to play a game until he actually learns the playbook, and then he loses his dad somewhere in the mix, so that the PR that is coming from his hype train fucking hits the brakes. And then people were starting to get hurt, so his stock kept on rising.
Yeah,
People were like, "Oh no, this is going to get better. No, this is going to get better." And people were like really anticipating it. They were like, "Oh man, I can't wait until he plays. Can't wait until he plays." And then the Browns were like, "Nope, still can't put him in the game because if we put him in the game, it makes us look stupid."
It makes the Browns look smart, though. That's the problem. It makes you look smart if you got Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round. By the way, my Dolphins got a very talented quarterback too, Quinn Ewers, in the 7th round.
Kevin, the only word to put it in there is pot retarded.
Pot retard. Okay. All right. We're bringing it back now.
The scariest thing about it is like Cleveland is like if you wasn't going to play him, you have all these plans. Okay, guess what? When they got him like in the 5th round,
they got him in the 5th round. And Tyke, I don't want to overreact like too much because they played the Titans and they still lost the game. Yeah. The Titans they're done. They are done with their season. The defense doesn't want to get hurt. They still want jobs next year with other NFL teams unless they're sticking around in Tennessee. So I don't want to get too like, hey, this was an amazing game and this is going to be every game. Because if you had Shedeur Sanders versus the Houston Texans, they're coming after you. You know, they're going to get to you. These guys are one of the top tier defenses in the NFL. Finally, they got their defensive game together. If you put him up against the 49ers, I mean, the Rams even, you got that whole division, the Chargers. So we got to see Shedeur against probably one of the worst teams to go up against, the Titans. Yep. And I was thinking about taking the Titans in a bet, not because I was reluctant on Shedeur's talent. I figured that even if Shedeur did good, they were going to try to find a way to bury it.
Yeah, and my thing, and my whole thing about it is it's just that like you can tell. Like, see, I'm a Giants fan. Like, we've had so many bad seasons just off a Giants fan. When Jackson Dart and Scatterboo was in the game, I can just see it on the TV how the other people. I seen it in preseason when he did good things. How the people you need stuff like that. I remember the days of Eli looking like he don't know what's going on. He threw a touchdown or intercept. You don't know what he threw.
Well, Eli had to back up Kurt Warner for like a year or two.
Yeah, he did.
And they're just throwing Jackson Dart in there, and that's fine to a degree. But let him hang behind. You know, let him be a third string quarterback for a hot minute. You don't have to give fucking Scatterboo brain damage immediately just to get him off your team, because holy shit. Like, lead every play with your head, sir.
Yeah. Look what I can do.
This is what I'm saying. If they would have just had a plan, like, you know what we're gonna do? We drafted this guy. We're gonna let Jameis Winston play. Depending on how everything go, if we winning games, we winning games. Okay. If not, we can bring the young kid in. Okay, because you look at all Peyton Manning. Look at Troy Aikman's first year. When you let them guys go and they get the bumps and bruises, and then all right, now you're not a play. You can't sit back and wait too long. But my thing about Cleveland is this is the most relevant story y'all had since LeBron came back to Cleveland to win a championship.
Yeah.
Like this is it.
They don't have very many chances.
They don't.
And then you got to think about the Cleveland fans that was Cleveland Browns, and y'all went to Baltimore, became Ravens, and then we got our Browns back, and we still got to deal with this shit. The Cleveland Browns ain't been good since Jim Brown.
The Cleveland Browns are like, they're a franchise. They are they're an expansion team, because to your point, they're really the Ravens. They were a very well-run organization. And the city of Cleveland did not give them a new stadium. So they said, okay, cool. Maybe we don't live here anymore. And they went to Baltimore, which, every city says, why should we have to collectively pay for your stadium? And if you do the math on their taxes taken out of the players' paychecks, the players are building their own stadium. The owners are building their own stadium, and the city's relevance, they are reliable on these taxes given to them, millions and millions of dollars pumped into the idea. So it's it's one of those things, man. When you got the right answer, put the right answer down. You don't need to play fuck around time. They're not going to get, what do they need a draft pick for? They got a lot of talented players. You can get, the way the Browns are set up right now, they could come into the draft with a second round pick without a first round pick, but just with the second round pick and knock it out of the park.
Exactly. And then the thing about it is you still got just Deshaun Watson. Even if you is waiting for him to come back, okay, no problem. He can't come back this season. Let Shador play, have a quarterback competition, and guess what? Stefanski will be coaching the fucking West Side Invaders real soon. He keep playing games. One thing about NFL, it stands for not for long. Not for long.
Now, Tyke, it is the Christmas season. We're going to move on from the NFL to the Christmas season right here. If that's Tony's highlight right there. So it's the Christmas season. Tyke, do you take your kids to see Santa Claus? Is that a thing that you do?
I mean, we at the mall, and he happened to be there. We bump into him like we don't got his address. We not GPSing him or nothing. If we see him, we holler at a player when we see him in the street. But
yeah. So there was something that happened here in Wilkes-Barre. I guess it's going mini viral. I'll call it a mini viral moment if Tony wants to touch on this one a little bit, because Tony,
this is all your story, man.
You also, do you take your kids to see Santa Claus, or you're a Krampus kind of guy, right?
I'm a Krampus guy. I like the Krampus.
Yeah. Now, could you explain Krampus for people, because it gets a misinterpretation all around?
Yeah, of course. So in ancient times. Even back where they only had fires and sticks to rub together, in the Nordic countries, believe it or not, they told you about Santa Claus's brother, and Santa Claus's brother was named the Krampus, and the Krampus was a devil-like creature that would come and whip you with a large stick if you were being naughty.
Oh
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's him from that movie with the Rock. When they round around Rock.
Yeah. Actually, he was.
Yeah.
So the Krampus has been moved down for thousands of years, to many a different generations, and of course they have Krampus parades. And you can go and get your picture taken with the Krampus. And they have just a crazy amount of things with the Krampus, which is really nice. But apparently in Wilkes-Barre, they have other things.
There's something else going on in Wilkes-Barre. So Santa, our lovable favorite Santa, it says, okay, so Denisha Edmonds, however that's pronounced, do not take your children to see Santa at Wyoming Valley Mall. Do not.
Wow.
So it had that room feel. Do not, like the room.
Do not do it.
I did not do it. I did not. Hey, Mark.
Do not take your children to see.
Hi, Johnny. Hi, Johnny. You are my best friend. It's like,
blah blah blah.
I love how he wrote that movie like it was a fucking Japanese anime.
Oh, that's great.
The complaint goes like this, and Shannon Riley Reiser was the first one to complain about it. Denisha Edmonds is just the rewriter of the idea, but here Shannon puts down, beware of the Santa at the Wyoming Valley Mall. John and Casey went to get their annual Santa picture for me on Saturday. As many of you know, Casey has a few piercings. While grabbing her and holding her super tight, pervert Santa asked her very quietly, when John wasn't paying attention, if she has any other piercings he can't see. He also asked her age right beforehand as well, but that's besides the point. She didn't say anything until she got home, not wanting John to say anything. Now we all know what he meant, and I'm absolutely disgusted he would say anything like that to any child. I can't say on here what I want to do to him without getting banned, so you can just use your imagination on that. I'm beyond pissed off and devastated for Casey. Just wanted to give all the parents an FIY for your information, or FYI. for your information. And the comments here in the section are blowing up, Tony, in the biggest way.
Ready for this.
Gabriela Ramirez says, I wasn't gonna comment anything, but now that I've seen the comment of 4 incidents being reported and he's been there since 2020, now I know it's the correct dude. At least a month ago, I had ran into him at US Gas. He said, I don't know your age, but I mean, this is the least creepy way possible. You are beautiful and keep doing whatever you're doing to look young. After stating I am 25 with 3 kids, he then said, you should bring them to the mall. I'm usually the Santa there. They had someone else last year, but I should be there this year. Come by. And now that I rethink him saying that was already weird to me, but now it's even more after this just being said. So I've met the Santa Claus before, Tony. All right.
You've met him personally.
I have met him and had a personal conversation,
talking, ready.
You know how much I want people that play creepy fictional characters to just be exactly who I think they are.
Oh yeah.
But from my experience of talking to him, there was absolutely no creep factor at all. Seemed very down to earth.
And you're a very good judge of character, by the way.
I'm a pretty good judge. I'm pretty good. I might miss one or two here and there, but pretty good judge when it comes to people playing Santa Clauses.
I mean, you do have Tyke on this show.
Tyke is very thirsty over this whole incident. It's downing water.
So this is my new thing, not to get off subject. Ever since I got older, my taste balance is my palate has changed.
Yeah.
So I
is that vodka?
Just drink
water.
Oh, seltzer water. Okay.
Like that's my new thing. It's almost like I drink seltzer water. It's like it don't have the sugar.
Yeah, I thought he was straight up down in gin and tonic.
just like the story is that like the Santa Claus story is that bad, or he's waiting for it to get really bad.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I'm just gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna get pre-fucked up.
No, I was just saying that like now I don't drink soda and like fruit juices and all that stuff. So
Nice.
I just drink and I got a new thing like seltzer water. I adapted to it. I get the house. I got the different flavors, and it's like now when I drink the seltzer water, it's like I'm drinking. It's like champagne water. So I feel special, and it's like I don't feel bad. 0 calories. I still get the little fizz.
Yeah, there comes a time in your adult life when you get excited for flavored seltzer water.
Yeah, exactly. I got fucking lemon lime. They got cream, strawberry, all type of shit.
See, you were at that point when you were 21. You were getting ripped up. You're like, oh man, let's get this fucking drink on. And then you hit 30, and you're like, all right, I'm probably gonna lower it down a little bit. 35. You're like, oh shit, I can't do this anymore like I used to.
On YouTube, and the motherfucker showed me he had the thing up. He said, "This is how much sugar is in that soda that you're drinking." And he scooped all that sugar in, and I was like, "Is this motherfucker telling the truth?"
Yeah, it's like 3/4 of a glass.
Crazy.
Shit is straight up all sugar water.
They kept adding sugar until they're like, now what do you think of it? And they're like,
not enough.
Good. What about now? And Sparky has got something on the big board. More importantly, after a creepy Santa story, maybe he's got a creepy. Here we are. Why is Santa holding a bloody axe? Shut up and sit on his lap.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that will securely wrap up the show right there with the on a high note, of course, with the bloody axe on Santa Claus. Tony, what do you think?
That's true. We do need to end this show. Our time is up. Tyke, if people are going to get in touch with you, sir, or they were going to come and see you somewhere, where would they find you, and how would they get in touch with you?
Well, I have my website up is thetalentedtyke.com, all one word, THA talentedtyke.com. You can find out. I put all my updates and stuff up there. I ain't really got nothing. My plan is to put something together maybe for like Valentine's Day, or like I'm trying to get something going, but it's
apparently you got something going on. You got something at the a dispensary of some sort, right?
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it going. I'm gonna make sure I incorporate my buddy Kevin Neary because he's one of the funniest. I've been around some guys and I already know. And I always tell Kevin he always know, like, you know what I mean.
It always
And I
starts a
know
good conversation when it comes to Kevin. I've surrounded myself with a bunch of guys when it comes to Kevin.
Kevin when it comes to this comedy stuff, like the way he thinks and all that stuff, and it's like it inspires me to be better, being around better comedians and stuff like that. And I ain't with no
I agree.
gatekeeping.
I agree.
It's like you gotta. It's all about good energy and good people and stuff. Like even like this, when I synced the podcast, I reached out to him a few times. Like, man, I want to be up there too, man. Let me what y'all guys got, because I like to support people and the stuff that people got going on. It's like especially genuine people. You know, I'm tired of wasting my time with motherfucking
Fake
assholes.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, no politics here, man. No politics here. Only positive feedback, from everything that you're doing right now. It's
I need that word again.
Persnickety.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
There ain't no persnickety bitches doing anything on this show. You know what? And to be honest, like, we love local people. We're a big fan of local entertainment, local singers, local comedians, local artists, local writers, actors, directors, whatever it might be. We like to get people to come out and actually see local people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're always a big fan, even of like open mics. If you're doing anything in general, as far as open mics are concerned, we would love to post it on our page. We'd like to talk about it on air. You know, if you got something going on, hey, I'm all about it, man.
All right, well, we locked in now. You were my buddy Kevin, man. So yeah, we're gonna make it. I really appreciate this. Now, I mean, I know I was a little bit late, but y'all know Black people time is a little bit different.
There is a difference between Black people. I told Tony, he thought I was lying about it. I'm like, there is a Black people time out there,
And Kevin was right on it. He's like 10 minutes. He's 10 minutes.
He's like, where's Tyke? I said, he's probably gonna text me in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, you text me 5 minutes. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, jeez, I swear to God, man, it's right there.
Can't make that shit up.
No, it's
perfect. Guys, we are the Podguyz Podcast. Sparky, where can you happen to find us if you were looking for us, sir? Unmute yourself.
He's unmuting himself.
There he goes.
There we go.
He got on every single major streaming platform, including iHeart, Spotify, Spreaker, Deezer, Castbox, Pocket Cast, GeoReel, Facebook Live Video, Google, YouTube,
TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok.
Yeah.
We're TikToking like crazy.
Soon to be added in the new year to the Roku channel. The Podguyz Podcast on the Roku channel.
Yes. Roku channel?
Yes, sir.
Man.
Plus, we're also looking for sponsors. If you want to sponsor the show, of course, we're always doing commercials, videos, some very funny shit. Like,
yes,
really funny shit.
If you want the opportunity to advertise more exposure to your business, we are hitting every number that we could possibly hit right now.
Yeah.
Right. That's a beautiful thing. Roku. Shout out to Roku.
Shout out to Roku. Yeah, we're hitting thousands of watchers every week. I mean, we're doing some shit.
When they do the audits on the shows, they want to make sure that the watchers aren't just made up robots. They can tell who are real and who are not. So, although our numbers,
we're picking up some pace in Georgia and Russia.
Hey, Georgia. Wait, Georgia the country or Georgia the state? Oh, yeah. Hey, all right. Hey, Georgia.
Who would have thought that we would be Russian friendly?
Shout out to new torture ways. New ways to torture people. Listen to the podcast, forcing them to listen to the podcast.
Russia, send the vodka.
You like vodka? You get the vodka.
We appreciate all the anti-Zelensky talk on the podcast.
Perfect. Guys, I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary.
Of course, the ever-loving Picasso.
Play Sparkay.
Shout out to Tyke. Thank you very much for coming on the show, brother. We appreciate you.
Y'all, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I support everything y'all got going on, man. Y'all, man, check out the guys on the podcast, man. Y'all really got some good things going on, and it's good to see y'all doing y'all thing. What you got back there? Baseball cards?
He's got some shit. Guys, we'll catch you next week. We got some international superstars coming up for the next couple weeks. Some great musical guests, and we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Guys, we'll catch you soon. Have a great night. Bye.